wanted to record a video on this and share it with everyone. This is a Google Trends tool built using Python. The use case is to extract data in mass so you can report on it elsewhere. The default setup through Google Trends is good for like quick analysis, but this way, say you already have parent keywords or what have you, it's just easier to export the data and transform it here. I do want to thank, I am going to mispronounce your name, so I'm not going to, but you are incredible. This article in Search Engine Land has really helped me. A lot of the code I've used or was kind of inspired by this or used from, so I want to give proper attribution because that was incredible work. And then Ginger Collins at a previous agency I worked with her. She was amazing, helped me establish pandas, especially like working with the data frames. I had some trouble, so I want to thank both of them. But let's get on to this. The reason I've taken the code and used it here from the PyTrends API is this is more systemic that we can go through, and here's a replicable process. So first and foremost, we're going to install PyTrends. And for everyone unfamiliar, Google Colab is, think of it as a virtual machine with a runtime that has Python pre-installed. So when you are typically sharing like Python libraries or code with other people, you have to make sure the runtimes are set up. Whereas like here, it can be pre-installed and you can just copy this and run it locally on the browser so you don't have to do any of that business. So this is a great use for like learning Python and going through, but back to the point. So I've installed PyTrends library. I'm importing other libraries, including PyTrends, JSON, all of these. And then I can actually just lock in the variables. So this is a 4-step process. I'm going to call this new problem. Yeah, why not? Lock it in. The date range. So this is actually pretty cool. You can switch different date ranges. I've gone through and added in a lot of the information here, whether it's all now 7D, just to show what kind of like data frames they come back in. You can see here, this is just the date, whereas here's the date with a timestamp, today 3 month. That way you can figure out what the use case is for what you're needing. You can also do custom dates, such as like this. But for our purposes, I'm going to drag my head over and just lock in all. Play. The locales I have also written out, at least for the United States. They're here, but I go through a video on how to get a specific locale, so such as if you want to target like Bakersfield or different specific metros, you can. So that's there. I'm just going to lock in all of the US. Same thing with the categories. If you want to look into general categories or specific categories, I've linked to it in the repository where you can find the categories. This one is food and drink. So it actually isn't really sustainable for this, but that's irrelevant. And then the keywords you have to put in this formatting where they're quoted and then separated with a comma, except for the last one. I have built a quick generator here that goes through and tells you, so I can say like stuff, and here's the finished keyword. And then by the end, you can copy the list unless it tells you to escape out the character, such as here with American Eagle. What you would want to do is when you copy and paste it, or you can extract it here like I had. It still says this because it reads the initial list, but it's just a more idea to start with. All right, so let's lock in the code. I believe I hit that. And then now this is actually executing the code. So we've locked in all the variables up. You can see it going through. Sometimes it'll time out. A lot of times that's dependent on the amount of keywords, the data range. But for most things I've tested, I've been able to pull them off until you're getting to like 75 plus 100 keywords. So now you can see it all executed. And this is fine, but where's the CSV? So I'm going to click the folder, and you'll see it's inherently there. If I go up one, it will always be in content. So now that's everything. I can download the file. And then here is all of the data based on what I was looking. And you can chart this in Data Studio. You can merge it with other databases. Really, the sky's the limit. And this